Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Tuesday wherever you're joining us from, and whatever time it is where you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining us today. And of course, today we are reading Today's the Day, and this one is a very important book. It's coming from Dream Village, and it's written by Suneet, Bhatt, and illustrated by Oliver Bruehl. Good morning to you and welcome to Story Time. A very special book indeed. Please do stick around with us and find out what this book is all about. A very special book indeed. And thank you for joining us. As always, please let us know where you're joining us from and who is joining in with you. Today's the day. Absolutely love it. And I am glad you're here. Good morning to you, Chriselle and Clay. How are you doing today out in LBC? Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Sarah and Nathan, how are you doing out in Illinois? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. And Amanda West, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in as well. Good morning, good morning. Jonathan Kiefer, how are you doing today? Molly and Birdie out in Alameda, good morning to you and welcome to Story Time for today. I hope you are ready. Today's the day. Good morning to you. And of course, good morning to you, Abraham. How are you doing today? And joining in with Terry McLeod as always. And of course, today we're being joined in by Humphrey. How are you doing, Humphrey? Abraham, Humphrey, and Terry, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Well, Humphrey, welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining in. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you. Please, as always, let me know where you're joining in Story Time from and who is joining in with you. Good morning to you and welcome. I hope you're ready for this beautiful story that we have. And remember that this week on Story Time, we are celebrating friendship. Yes, friendship with all its beauty, all its complications, everything that goes with it. But it is indeed a very, very important thing. So we're here to remind ourselves and to appreciate our friends and also to forgive, to forget, and to just learn how to be better friends and good friends. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad you are here. Good morning to you, Maria Antonia. How are you doing? Good to see you back. Davi, good to see you as well. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad you are here. Good morning to you. Please let us know where you're joining in Story Time. I am glad you are here and we're getting ready for our story. I will give a minute just so people can get settled, get ready, get your comfortable clothes, get your drinks, get everything that you need and be ready for Story Time. And if you're like me and you're back in school, I hope everything is going well. Yes, indeed. But for now, we have an amazing story to go through. Thank you for joining in. And of course, this one is called Today's the Day, and it is published by Dream Village, and it is written by Suneet Bhatt and illustrated by Oliver Bruehl, and a Dream Village story for Children's Cancer Research Fund. So very, very important topic that we're talking about today. Please join in and find out what this amazing book is all about. Are you ready? Here we go. And the great thing, if you have a copy of his book, it has a few things about why it is important and ways in which you can support the Children's Cancer Research Fund, and also ways in which you can get involved and learn a bit more about the Dream Village. So there you go. Hey, I am Juliet. Nice to meet you. Today, I am thinking about my hair and smiling because today. Today's the day. All right. This is my mom. She has short hair. It goes from dark to gray to dark again, like magic. How does she do that? Juliet today is finally here. I am so happy for you. And yes, my hair color is definitely magic. Who knew? Wink, wink. This is my dad. He's a magician. He's found a way to make some of his hair disappear. Making my hair disappear was easier than you think. I am so proud of you and all you've worked for. Today's the big day. What is happening today? This is my brother, Calvin. The only thing he does with anyone's hair is pull it. He's silly. Mom, you know what would make today a big day for me? If I could have pizza for breakfast and then go back to sleep. Oh, Calvin. This is my hair. I've been growing it for 2 years. 2 whole years. I've been growing it out for today. Because today's the big day. Today is the day indeed. Today's the day I do something nice for my best friend, Siona. And you pronounce Siona's name, Siona. Siona has an absolutely amazing smile. And Siona's life lesson, she says, live with a smile. Siona has a special way of looking at the world. We've shared 3 of our favorite life lessons on the following pages. And of course, this is the first one. Live with a smile. Great advice for everybody out there. Siona is nice to everybody. And life lesson number 2 from Siona, be kind and accepting of people, right? Oh, and there's another life lesson, and it says, never give up and always try your best. Absolutely. Siona works hard at everything she does, even if it is hard to do, especially if it is hard to do. Oh. Do you like Juliet's shoes? Well, you can visit the Dream Village to see how you can support them. When I met Siona at school 3 years ago, I knew we were destined to be BFFs. We played soccer together. We painted together. We danced together. We even excavated together. Do you have that friend at school? Then one day, Siona didn't come to school. She didn't come back the next day. And she didn't come back the day after that either. Siona didn't come back for a long time. Where is Siona? What's happening? My teacher said that Siona had gotten sick. Not the kind of sick you can fix with a chicken soup or cough medicine or lots of cuddle time with mom. Siona had gotten the kind of sick where you see the doctors you know, and then you see lots and lots of doctors and nurses you don't know. When Siona came back, everything was back to normal. No, basically. Or was it? We played soccer together. Sometimes Siona got really tired really fast. We painted together. Sometimes Siona had to wear a mask because the scent made her puke. We danced together. Sometimes Siona had to dance while sitting on the bed. We excavated together. Sometimes Siona had to wear gloves and not touch the clay. Siona was still Siona to me. Happy, nice, hardworking, beautiful. She was still my BFF. And she was still a big, big old, huge, crazy fan of spiders. Oh. Sure, there are a few differences. Everyone noticed the changes, but a few of the kids started making fun of Siona for having to take breaks, for wearing a mask, or for having to take medicine during the school day. Oh. Most of all, they made fun of her for having no hair. Siona never got mad when the kids made fun of her. She stayed strong no matter what they said. Even though she never let the other kids know how she was feeling, the way they treated her made her feel a little sad. Kids were making fun of her for being different, for being sick, for things she couldn't control. How would that make you feel? Siona lost her hair when she got sick. Today's the day I do something about it. I am nervous. I am excited. I am happy. I am hesitant. I am over the moon. But mostly, I am ready. Today's the day I donate my hair to a company that will make a wig for Siona. After growing my hair out for so long, today's the day. The nice people at the wig store will take my hair, clean it, treat it, and turn it into a wig. And it says wig makers need about 8 inches of hair on average to create a wig. So visit the Dream Village again to see what you can do. The kind of wig Siona will love almost as much as a hot cocoa with her mom, dad, and her brother. My Lampy, she has the funniest nicknames for people. The past 3 years have taught me many things, but nothing more important than how to be a better friend. You see, I couldn't stop Siona from feeling tired, but as her friend, I could sit down with her. I could stop Siona from feeling sick. I couldn't stop Siona from feeling sick, but as her classmate, I could bring her water. I couldn't stop Siona from having to take her medicine, but as someone who loves her, I could stand by her side. And in the end, I couldn't stop Siona from going bald because of all the medicine she was taking. But I could grow out my hair and then donate it to someone who could benefit from it. Which brings us to today. Today is the day I cut and donate my hair to my BFF. Hi, I am Siona. Today's the day they start making my wig. I have been dreaming of this day for 2 years. 2 whole years. I can't believe today is finally here. Juliet, because of you, I feel lucky and blessed. You are the reason that today is the day. The end. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I know that that book brings a lot that we can share together, and it is indeed just a wonderful, wonderful read to see and talk about these important issues out there. We can all learn to be a better friend. We can all be better friends. We can be better neighbors. We can be better adults. We can be better kids. So let us aim for that all the time. And I hope that you enjoyed and learned something for that very important story here today. And indeed, it is raising awareness. Sometimes kids get sick, and sometimes our friends will get sick. And what can we do to make their lives a little bit better? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope we learned together, and I hope you also enjoyed seeing the great friendship, the warm friendship that Juliet and Siona shared in this amazing book. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope we're learning together and enjoyed that very much. And tomorrow we're back with another story, continuing on the friendship trail, and we will be reading Wave. And this one is special because it also is a picture book. It's just pictures, wordless picture book. So do join in for that and see me try and create this story that is in this book. Thank you so much for joining in, or at least my interpretation of it. Thank you so much for joining in today. And a big, big thank you to Dream Village for all the work that they're doing to help all the pediatric cancer patients out there. Thank you so much. Please find out about them and see how you can play a part. But thank you for joining in today. Let us see who else was with us for that one. Thank you so much, Humphrey. First time joining us with Abraham and Terry McLeod. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Absolutely love it. I appreciate that you were able to join us today. Litumezia Hulu. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, we have Antonia and Maria. Antonia, how are you doing? Thank you for joining in Story Time today. Maria Antonia, love you back. Thank you so much. Good morning to you one more time. Ellen Edwards in cloudy Chicago. Thank you for joining us. Jay Diomans, I am glad you were able to join us today for that story that we had for you today. Terry McLeod, you say great book. Yes, we can all be better friends. One smile can change someone's day. Absolutely love that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you enjoyed that story and also enjoyed the friendship that was demonstrated in there, and of course raising awareness to some of the important things that happen with our kids at the schools, right? Bullying, getting sick, and things that are beyond their control. How can we as a community make sure that we are sharing important information, we are making each other better, and also we are helping create a very, very encouraging youth that are coming up, the young people that are coming up, that they can be better citizens as well. Thank you so much for joining in and sharing all that. And of course, Harmony, Beth, good morning to you. And you say, what a loving book. Thanks for sharing. Even kids can grow out of their hair and give it to others. My daughter and friends have donated locks of love. Thank you so much for sharing that information. Absolutely. And that's why we're here, to learn and make each other better. Thank you so much for sharing all that information. And wherever you're joining us from today, I hope you enjoyed that one. And I hope to see you again back here tomorrow for another great story. And tomorrow we will be reading Wave. So do join in and find out what that one is all about. Thank you so much for joining in. Kat Saxton, good morning to you. I am glad you're here. And Harry, yes, indeed, taking up after your Uncle Peter on Zambian time. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. I hope you can go back and watch it later on. Thank you for joining Story Time. Much love from me, and I will see you again in the morning when we're back here for more Story Time. Have yourself a beautiful Tuesday, and I will see you in the morning. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon.